and welcome back. Forgive my appearance. It is hot and I have been outside planting a tree, piddling in the yard, feeding the birds, because I just needed that time to feel connected to the Lord. I love being outside in nature. I just love it. I don't know, I can't explain it. I just feel so connected to God. And I really wasn't sure what to do about the devotion, and I never want to bring my personal battles, trials, feelings to this. I don't mind sharing my thoughts and things that He has me share, but I never want it to be about just me and stuff that I'm going through or thinking about. I wanted it to be about God. So as I was out there, I'm just thinking and just meditating on the Lord, and I just hope that He will give us a word. I'm sure He will, and He will bless us, because everybody's going through something. Maybe big, it may be small, but we're all going through something. And I just feel that we all need just a reassurance, a reminder, just that little bit of, that word to kind of hold us on, get us through, that we can hold on to, until there is a move in whatever it is that's bothering us. So we're going to be reading from our little book, Hold Me Up a Little Longer, Lord, by Marjorie Holmes. I have no idea where we're going to go with this, but I just pray the Lord will direct us. Let me find out. Let me just see where He's going to lead us so I can let y'all know, for those of you who have this little book. Okay, we're going to be reading The Other Cheek. And for me, it's on page 21 and 22. But from what I've understood, some of you who ordered this little book, your pages don't line up with my pages. So you have to find it by the title. So, The Other Cheek. I hope y'all have had an amazing weekend. We've had a busy weekend per usual. And God has just blessed us to be able to help my daddy, and my daddy's doing better, so thank you all for your prayers. He's busy trying to get a rental property ready, and so James was up there helping him, and I was up there piddling around, and I'm going to go back up there this week and spend the day with him and help him with whatever he needs, and just enjoy the time, because he's been out of town for months, like almost a year. He worked out of town, and I didn't really get to see him. I would talk to him, but I didn't get to see him, so I'm enjoying that time. And he's always going to be working and being busy. That's just the way it is. I think it's that generation that he grew up in, and if he's not working, he's sick. So all right, so we're going to be reading The Other Cheek. So let's just see how the Lord chooses to minister to us today. Turn the other cheek, the Bible says. Pray for your enemies, return good for evil. Oh, Lord, He is already speaking to me in this first line. Okay. That's okay for saints, I used to think, but not for me. For a faulty, garden variety struggler like me, well, it would be a mission impossible. But I've tried it, Lord, and it works. On sheer impulse, or maybe some higher prompting, I've tried it, and something wonderful happens. I never liked this woman, and I was positive she didn't like me. She said something unkind about me once, or so I was told. She had a big luncheon and didn't include me. But yesterday, I read that she received an honor from her college for work she's done with underprivileged children. And suddenly, to my own amazement, I found myself writing a note of congratulations. My motive really wasn't very nice, Lord. I began almost grimly taking pride in my own willpower in how big, quote unquote, I could be. Then a strange and lovely change began to take place in me. I felt better about her even as I wrote. My pride in myself subtly changed to an honest pride in her. I was really glad for her, God. My own words said so began to be true. And today she called to thank me, and there was suddenly joy between us, a kind of shining affection. She asked me to have lunch with her. She's really quite shy, I discovered, which must be why she seems aloof. I wonder if she really said what the talebearer told me, or meant it in a way I took it as if she did. Anyway, my enemy, quote unquote, is now my friend, Lord, and my only regret is that I waited so long to obey your commandment. From now on, I am going to be quicker about turning the other cheek. Oh my goodness, you know, the Lord really, really, really knows what we need to hear. And I have a couple of situations in my life where I really, really, really need to turn the other cheek. I really need to practice what I say all the time about do unto others as you would have them do unto you, not as they do unto you. You know, I'm human, and when things happen that hurt us, that I'm just going to speak for myself, fill me with so much hurt, anger, animosity, just all of that nastiness, who's it really hurting, you know? The other person is not affected by it. I am. I'm the one that is inside me, consuming me, hindering me from the full potential God has for me, because I'm blocking what he wants to do for me, because I'm holding on to feelings, grudges, animosity, anger. Although I don't like to admit it, there's probably some hatred. And that's not right. It's not right. You can't make it right. I cannot make it right. I cannot justify it. There's no way I can justify any of it. None. But yet, here I am sitting in a position of, I know that I'm so guilty of not turning the other cheek, especially in these couple of situations. One of them, you know, I've even asked y'all to help me pray about it, because I know that I'm not right in my thinking and the way I'm feeling. I know that it's not right. And you know, to know it and still feel that way, it's such a fine line, you know. And I don't want it to consume me anymore. I don't want the feelings that I have for these situations, for these people, to consume me anymore, because it's not hurting them, it's only hurting myself. Well, I don't know if this done anything for you, but it's really speaking to me. And after the past several days, months that I've had in dealing with this, sometimes I'm able to just push it out of my head and not dwell on it. And then there's some days that it will just come in and eat you up, you know? And I need to listen and turn the other cheek and just know that, what does the Bible say? Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. He knows everything. And me holding on to the feelings, the grudges, the animosity, just all of that. Like I said, there's some hatred sprinkled in there. I'm just going to be honest. God knows. Why should I lie? Me holding on to all of that, it's doing nothing but hurting myself. It's not hurting the other people. And I'm going to do my best to remember this, turn the other cheek, and just know that God sees and knows all, and vengeance is his. And clear my heart, my conscience of all these nasty feelings that are just consuming me, and just let him have full control. That's all I can do. Sorry if y'all can hear James, but that's all I can do. And we have to be very, very careful. Something that she said in here really, as I was reading it, it just kind of like, ugh, yes. She was told. She was told. How did she say it? Let me see. She said something unkind about me once, or so I was told. So I was told. And then come to find out, when she sent this lady the note and the lady called her, it turns out that she found out the lady was really quite shy. And she discovered that might be why she seemed so standoffish, so like that she didn't like her. And then she starts to question, I wonder if she really said what the talebearer told me, or meant it in the way that I took it, if she did. There again, sometimes people will say things, but by the time it gets back around to us, it may actually be truly what they said, but not in the way it was presented to us that they said it. And you have to be careful I'm speaking for myself, what you believe about others that is told to you. Again, speaking for myself. Because there are some people out there that they live for drama, and they live to stir up confusion. They live to stir up, discord. They live to just have something going all the time with other people. My mama always told me, and I will share with you, and it's so true, because I just called her to confirm that I was saying it right. But her grandmother always told her, a dog that'll bring a bone will carry a bone. Meaning a dog somebody that's gonna come to you and tell you something is also gonna go to somebody else and tell them something about you. So we must be very, very careful what we allow our ears to hear and what we allow ourselves to partake in. And I'm speaking to myself, y'all. I'm telling you, this is really just kind of confirmed some things that I had been feeling and kind of going through, and that I had asked y'all to help me pray about a couple weeks ago. So this is really just hit home, and I'm so thankful for that. So I hope this blesses you and helps you to just stay vigilant. Stay vigilant, because let me just tell you, the devil will do any and everything to kind of distract you, to hurt you, to discourage you, to hinder anything God wants to do for you. And just by me having all of these feelings, I can't focus on whether I'm right or wrong, whether they did me right or wrong. I can't focus on the actions of the others. I'm not responsible for them. I'm only responsible for me and how I handle it. We are only responsible for ourselves. So if you're in a situation where others have wronged you, I understand how that feels. I do. But we can't let it consume us, and we must turn the other cheek and let the Lord have it, and keep ourselves in right standing with God. Because if the Lord was to come back and we're so consumed with all of this, then we're going to be just as wrong as they are. And I don't want that. So I'm going to do my best, and I'm just going to ask God to forgive me for all of the feelings that I've had, to just create in me a clean heart, and let me remember when those thoughts try to pop up, when the devil tries to put that into my mind, to just remember, I'm going to turn the other cheek, because I'm not responsible for them. I can't answer for them. God's got them. And that's what I'm going to do my best to do. I love y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day. I know this was kind of like, but I really needed it. Really needed it. So I thank God for that. And I hope it blessed you too. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.